Do players need more rest?
I'm so tired, I haven't slept a wink.
I'm beginning to worry now about the Euros coming up. I think players are looking really, really tired at the moment.
Players deserve a lot of credit for that win because we are fighting with everything we've got. Third game in a week, we look tired today.
And I thought Man City looked a little bit tired at times today.
Every manager is complaining about the shadow, but still they keep adding games to the shadow.
5 games in 13 days is absolutely insane as well.
I wish the Premier League and everybody else would look much closer at the scheduling because it might help us.
You don't know how tired, exhausted was my players, some players today.
I think we are already across the limits, what players can handle.
I'm so tired.
So Rodri has pleaded with Pep to give him a rest as the City star battles against burnout. By the way, he's got to be bad to do that with these games coming up, Ali. Think the importance of these games coming up.
That's my point. What, 7 league games to go? You've got a chance of another treble, which frankly would be
probably never done again.
Nah, absolutely. And I get it, right? But why would you make it public?
Don't know, unless it's sneaked out. The midfielder extended his personal unbeaten run to 66
That's
matches.
phenomenal.
On Tuesday's chaotic 3-3 Champions League draw against Real Madrid, Rodri has already played 47 games for City and Spain this season, and last season made 56 appearances in his club's treble-winning campaign, missing just 5 games. 03717 223344. Taking your calls this morning. John's a Man City fan, has called in. Let's say a good morning to John.
Morning,
Hi,
John.
John.
Good morning, gents. You well?
Very well, very well.
We're in good form, mate. What do you think of Rodri's comments?
Right, I'm going to give you... So, is he our best player? That's a debate. There's a debate to be had there. Is he our most important player? 100%. Now, with that being said, there isn't really a direct replacement for Rodri in our system and team. The direct replacement is now on loan at West Ham, but he never quite worked out.
Yeah.
We can shuffle back a bit, but it does make us weaker. Now, having come out in public, I wouldn't like anybody to see a chink in my armour, not one bit.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
But it's probably a fact. It's probably a fact and honesty coming out there. That being said, if you're playing for a successful team, you're expected to go deep into competition. That means you're a successful team. The deeper into the competition you go, you probably carry niggles and knocks that you wouldn't have had at the start of the season. And you'll tell me better than this, lads. And then you carry in these niggles and knocks, but you're that important. You need to be playing, and the competition gets harder and harder to the latter end of it.
Well, it will, and just there's not many games to go, John. Just think the replacements. Maybe John Stones. Could he have to sit there and play Rodri's role? Do you know what I mean? Listen, he is so important to City. Let me go to Liverpool fan. John, welcome. Good morning.
Welcome, John.
Well, second John, and I actually came in on the City John. I was like, "You've got me wrong, Alan. I'm a Liverpool fan." Anyway, from my point of view, it's horrible to talk about money. And you had a caller earlier on, and he was talking about people need rest and recuperation. But if you talk to higher level in companies like CEOs, they're operating at a higher level mentally and physically that they get paid that amount of money, and I think that's the same for football players. It shouldn't. It needs to be. It shouldn't be.
John, we've got a bad line here. I'm really sorry. Let me go to Michael, a United fan. Hopefully the line's better. Michael, good morning.
Morning. Well, I mean, you shouldn't say something like that in public. So let's be honest, the manager will have him in the office now in the morning going, "Oh, you shouldn't have said that."
Yeah.
But I do think, though, players, the money they get, when you play for a big club, you're expected performance. Now, look at my team. Do they work hard enough? Half of them don't even work hard enough, do they? Man United players, when you look at Man City players, they work hard. Liverpool, they work bloody hard.
Yeah.
Now, injuries have got to come into play because look at Man United, they've had a lot of injuries, a lot of late goals given. And obviously, injuries are having a lot more issues this season with all the clubs.
Yeah.
But if you're a big player and you're meant to be winning for trebles, and I hope they don't do a treble from my point of view, but if they do it, you want your best team. Now, is he the best player? I don't know. But you should be, you know, you're there to work. I mean, they couldn't do my job. I like to see them do 12-hour shifts 7 days a week sometimes as a chef. But I've worked from 7 o'clock in the morning to about 11 o'clock at night. Back in again next morning at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, there's no doubt about it. It's a but he's listen. I think you're right. I think Pep will say to his lads, say, guys, look, if you've got a problem, come and talk to me. Don't talk to the press, please. Right, we're nearly there. But yeah, it's totally different. I understand what you're saying there, Michael. You put more hours in, definitely, and I also understand that United players, some of them don't work as hard as City, Arsenal, or Liverpool. I agree there as well. But what is the way? Is it because they're more tired because they're playing more time now? You know, where most of the games are going 5+ minutes, Ali, it all adds up. Come after about 40 games.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I definitely think the intensity of the games that City are playing in would have a bearing on it. You know what I mean? Because they're all absolutely vital at this moment in time. But I just get back to the point that you and I made. I don't have a problem with him saying, you know, I'm not 100% fit.
Keep it just.
Yeah, I'm not 100% fit. I maybe need a.
Well, De Bruyne's there, isn't he? So he'll come straight back.
They've got players, but don't make it public.
No, I agree.
Don't give your opposition any kind of potential advantage.
I agree.
At all.
Paul's a Man City fan. Morning, Paul.
Morning, Paul.
Morning, guys. You all right?
Yeah, good.
Great, mate. What do you think?
Good. I think it's been blown out of proportion, to be honest with you. He said at the end of the treble-winning season that he needed a rest, which he does. And if you look at it statistically, he's the City player who's played probably the most minutes in a position that's obviously quite pivotal to us. But I think he's right. At this stage now, with the games that we've got coming up, he does and will need a rest. And I think Saturday at home to Luton, no disrespect, is the perfect opportunity for him to do that. Mm-hmm. We can drop Kovacic back in there like we did in the FA Cup when we won there 6-2. And hopefully that'll be enough to sort of recharge his batteries for Madrid next week and then the semi-final with Chelsea.
Yeah, some crackers coming up, isn't there, Paul? Yeah. You know, and but I think, look, Pep, he's a master. He will get the boys together and he'll say, right, okay, this has come out. Rodri's been honest, but just talk to me, no one else.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.